welcome to the Pink Leaf Podcast. It's your girl Marquita Beyond. To my left, we have Lawanda Haney here. So yes, Lawanda, just tell them more about yourself.
I'm Lawanda Haney. I am a wife, a mom. I am a person who loves fitness and am a newly certified fitness professional. So I am very excited about starting that journey.
I'm excited for you too, lady.
Thank you.
So I've met Lawanda when I had the cleaning service. I don't know if you all heard me talk about it on here. I know I have. And so that's how me and Lawanda crossed paths through Facebook, a cleaner group.
Yes.
What's it called? It's Angela's group.
Yes.
Okay.
Professional house cleaner.
Yes. And so it was just a pleasure knowing her because I would reach out to her about like the prices and she would send me over her thing, and this was definitely a support in that season for me. So I thank you, lady.
You're welcome.
And not only that, she referred me to clean a home out here for her sister that time.
Yeah.
Your sister still out here on the A?
No, she's in California.
Wow.
I know. A lot has changed.
Wow, she done gone to Cali. Okay. Well, hey lady, if you watch this. So where'd you all grow up at?
We grew up in Central Georgia, just in the country,
Wow.
A lot of cow pastures and things. We didn't have it, but we hung out with our grandparents a lot. Chicken coops and plum trees.
Oh wow, y'all
like
was
really in the
country.
Yeah.
What city? What city was that?
Bradley. That's not even. It's an unincorporated town, actually.
That's okay. That was Mapleton for a while. We just got incorporated city. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Very country.
Small town country girl.
So country, trust me.
Wow. So just growing up in that type of atmosphere. What was your dreams? What was your childhood dreams? What did you want to be?
This is so funny, but I respect this profession, the beauty profession. Everybody who did hair. And I love seeing how people felt getting their hair done. So that was something I entertained for a long time. And I just knew I was going to be a hairstylist. I never
I know, and I'm glad you said that because as a little girl, when I look back on it too, like majority of people who had bank and was making big bank in my community, they did hair.
Yeah.
So that's what the money was because there was a lot of business, and as you know, Black women, we do have to have our hair done. We love our hair did. Not saying white women don't go get theirs done, but we definitely need a straight comb. Or we was getting the perms. I had a jerry curl, so I had all of it.
I remember when finger waves was such a big thing.
That was my go-to. Finger waves and a French roll.
Yes, or a tuck.
Yes. Yeah, she's taking me back to like the 90s, early 90s when R. Kelly was out and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So you wanted to do her. And so did you go to school? Did you ever go to school for it, or that was just something that
I did not. I decided that I just wanted to go ahead and guess what I did? Retail. I was in retail for so many years. Christmas after Christmas. And it was fun. And it just got to a point where it got hectic. And then next thing you know, I became a mom and got into the whole family life. And that's how I got into cleaning and started my own business. Wow. That's how life had it at that time. And I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. It was really good. I feel like retail really got me a lot of the customer service skills that I have now, and not being afraid of people, especially now getting into fitness. You have to be comfortable just speaking to people and approaching them in the right way. So I feel like every single thing that I've done professionally has led me up to this moment.
Wow. Yeah. Isn't that something though? Because that's what I was telling my daughter. I was like, stuff be aligning. That's why when you are like in the season I'm in now, it's like, why worry about it when I look back at everything else that has aligned?
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like it be prepping you, and I was telling them, like, you don't ever worry about something if you're praying about it, and then if you don't pray about it, why worry about it?
Yeah.
Because when you look back over everything, it always works out.
It really does. And the biggest thing is just to be grateful and take pride in whatever stage you are in life, because most people wouldn't think there's anything notable about working entry level type jobs or stuff like that where you have to work your way up, but there's still value in every every aspect of life, you're learning something setting you up for something bigger. That's how I look at it.
And that's why you can't, no matter what position someone works, like it's respect to that person, because that's that season now. You don't know what they're gaining from that experience to keep going, to continue to better themselves too. Like, I love it because I've done a lot of jobs myself, and it was like, but for me, not to the job, but it was like, I'm over it, mentally, to move on to the next level. So just have to continue to just keep going and growing.
That's it. And challenging yourself and your mind. Yeah.
Yes. So, you got into the cleaning service. How long did you have your cleaning service?
I still have it, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do still have it. It's a lot smaller now. Since the pandemic happened, I kept downsizing it, and especially as I got to the point where I knew I wanted to learn more about the fitness industry and start getting my certifications and get more qualified to do that type of work, then I started to scale back. And also, unfortunately, the pandemic did have negative effects on business because people wanted to social distance, and being mostly residential at that time, that immediately wiped out 80% of my clientele, and I had to regroup and just kind of switch it around and turn to commercial, which a lot of people were working from home. So it just took its time, and it built up to a certain place where now I can maintain it. Over that time, also, I felt it was important to let people go and grow where they could get the money. And so I just, I let some people just go.
Yeah, because you did have employees and everything.
Oh yeah, I did. I had a staff, and it was just the right thing to do at that time, as a small business owner versus someone that has a lot more of the marketing power to really push out the budget, to push out the Google ads and things that they needed to get the business. It was more important for them to get money and take care of their families.
Exactly.
So that's how it ended up. But I do still have that business, and it's very, very tiny.
Well, that's good, and congrats. Like, I love that. So you've had it about what?
Over 7 years now.
I was about to say about 10, but I met you kind of when you, back then too. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, amazing, ladies. You're still doing your cleaning, and at the same time, you're pivoting over to these games. Like, I can't help but to notice all the muscle, like, goes, lady.
I'm leaning out.
You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
So, because y'all gonna have to go follow her to see her before and after pictures, because all I see is like what I'm trying to get. Like,
it's a process. Honestly, I started lifting weights about 5 years ago. And I was like off and on in the pandemic, had a baby and stuff like that. So I've been able to work toward building some muscle in between and stuff. But it's just about picking it right back up. If you fall off, just pick it back up, because muscle will really, really burn fat. And that's why people say, it's what you eat that really helps you shape the muscle along with the exercise, more so than it is lifting weights is going to make you too bulky. Because I don't think I'm bulky. I just have definition.
You just have definition.
Definitely.
And cut. Like, you look great.
Thank you.
So, you say you've been lifting about 5 years. Because this is what I'm getting into, you all. And it's like, majority of what runs in my family is no muscle definition. Nowhere.
Okay.
So, mentally, I'm like, is that even capable for me to maybe not be your size, but get down to where I have more muscle mass than fat on my body?
Absolutely.
And so it's like I'm literally wrapping my mind around it, like, as I am up in there lifting the weights. And then not only that, I'm vegan now. Now, when I was eating meat, I was going towards that route, but I had fell out. I was getting close, very close.
Okay.
But I fell out, and so I gained weight back. So now I'm back down to like in the 2s, like, and so I'm trying to like get to 180, 170.
It's gonna happen.
It's like, is that possible for me? Because no one in my family looks like that.
You want to know what's amazing?
No, on neither side, y'all.
But what's amazing is sometimes it's just the lifestyle. You may not even realize what your genetics truly are, because nobody has done it. Yeah, nobody has done it yet. So it's like you're that person in your family that's testing it all out.
I'm the person in my family, the only vegan in my
family. Okay. Well, hey, so you testing a lot of stuff out. You don't know who's watching. Somebody watching in your family. They're like, all right, let's see what you doing here.
Yes. So I mean, definitely inspiration. So y'all gotta go look at her page, Lawanda Haney Fit on IG.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm just distracted by the games, girl.
Oh, thank you.
For your mindset to just transform your body, you know, to continue to go pick it up, you know, have your baby, get back into it. Also, running a business.
Yes.
What are you doing to feed your mindset and your mental health?
Oh my goodness. I have to pray. Yes. I have to sleep. I have to drink water, and I have to eat well. I am currently getting ready for a competition, so I really have to eat clean. But even if I'm not, I really, really try to focus on what I'm eating and make sure I'm eating as wholesome as possible. I'm hydrated, and I even set sleep goals. Like on my watch and my phone, it tells me like, okay, your bedtime's coming up, time wind down is about to start. And I realized that was a tool on Apple. And I was like, well, why am I not using that? I keep saying I want to sleep more. And now it's been happening for months, just saying doom, 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 the little chime, you know, wind down is about to occur. I get my mind shifted. Oh, it's time to get ready to go to bed.
Oh,
and I feel so much better. My recovery is better. And my muscle building and being able to lean out has happened so much easier now, just from a combination of those things.
Wow, because your muscle, all of that happened during sleep.
Yeah.
And so that's what how many hours of sleep are you getting per night so they can know?
So honestly, for me, I'm getting between 6.5 and 7. I really want to get more like 7.5 or 8.
Right. I think 7 is good.
I have a toddler.
That's good because I be looking at what's her name. She's like 70 something. She says as long as she get about 4 to 46 hours of sleep.
Oh, wow.
And she has plenty of energy, and she's like raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I want to say it's Chef Babette.
Okay.
I think she said there are either it was another lady that I was watching. I don't know her name.
But I do follow Chef Babette.
Yes, but she and that's what made me feel like I didn't have to, because even though I was saying protein earlier, I did a live, you all, but I'm like, you got people out here that's raw and don't really just be focused on protein and got gains. So it's basically still what you put in your body.
It is.
And making sure you're fueling yourself enough and lifting, like you got to go harder. Like I can't be up in there playing no more. I got to like lift like I'm competing.
So if you're going to be an athlete, right, it's recommended at least try to get between 1.2 grams to 1.5 grams per pound of your body weight. That's if you're trying to be on an athletic level. But just in general, it's recommended that the minimum is around like 0.8 grams. And so if you can try your best to get as close as you can to 0.8 grams of protein per pound that you weigh, then that's going to probably get you the best
results.
Shape, the best results as far as muscle goes. Just to live and thrive and look like, you know,
because you do need protein to build a muscle.
You do need some protein. You need those amino acids and everything. Right. So that is important. And the sleep. Because when you're working out, you're breaking your muscles down. Like the muscle fibers are really working. They're getting broken, you know, and like your blood volume and all that is changing. And so like you really have to get that sleep. The recovery part, whether it's with your food and all that, but the sleep is the most important part.
Yes.
The people who get the good sleep are the ones that look the greatest as far as, let's say somebody like that's competing like me, you can kind of tell the difference. Like you can't really compare a person side by side because we're all different, but you can tell the difference between the people that are more disciplined with their rest than the people who look stringy. Because you can look stringy if you're not recovering right.
Oh, wow.
That's the difference. You can really see fullness from all of it versus you're not really recovering right and then you looking stringy. So it's important.
Yeah,
it is important.
Sleep
to look full and
at least
pumped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because my thing for me is also they say as you go into menopause, we need more protein as women. So I might not eat the highest level of protein, and I think I saw somewhere where if you're at least getting 50 grams, I don't know, because that's for that body weight.
Yeah.
So I might need about 70 or 80 grams per day. But I know when I was doing it, at one point it was like trying to hit. Girl, protein was massive. Like I was tired of chicken.
Yeah, I understand.
That's when I was eating meat.
I will say this: at first, when you get started, a calorie is a calorie, and you definitely are going to need some carbs to give you that energy so you can get through a workout, right? Mm-hmm. And as you get more to a point where you're trying to start building and decide what your size is going to be, and you're like around that weight, like let's say you're within like 15 to 20 pounds of that weight, that's when you really start focusing more on the macronutrients like protein, carb, and fat ratio. Because that's when you're really trying to shape and like hold muscle versus you just losing weight. Because otherwise, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be having all this protein and stuff, which is good, and you need that for muscle repair and everything, and regenerating your cells. But then what happens is you're going to keep losing muscle because you still need to get down. So if you focus on calories first and at least get enough, like in general, protein for your health and enough carbs to get you through your workouts, and so you can sleep well, stuff like that. When I say carbs, I'm talking like in general, not necessarily like complex carbs, just carbs. It could be fruit or it could be pasta or it could be vegetables. Right. Just carbs. Yeah. Carbs are carbs. So that would be my biggest advice to anybody who is just getting started and may feel overwhelmed. Like, I want to lose this weight and I've been working so hard, but you're not seeing it. Just focus on the calories. Get the calories right. And
right, because that'd be me.
Start focusing on
that'd be everything me. Else. And I was doing good when I was counting my macros on my fitness pal. So I can't say that, because even the guy at the gym, he was like, you might, because I haven't been eating a lot of the Beyond Burgers lately and stuff.
Oh, you don't have to.
But he was like, you might have to go back to that, just to do what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Sometimes. I will say I am okay with Beyond Burgers. They're more of a treat. I used to love them, but the only thing is because of the particular goals I have right now, the fat level in them, I had to kind of cut back. So it was either I eat a whole Gardein burger or I eat like half of a Beyond Burger. I want a whole burger.
And I might do Dr. Prager, so I'm going to look at that, because I like his burgers too. But I'm going to get there, because I mean, I don't have a choice. And then, like you said, it's easy to just say, because I don't even pay attention to the scale now. Because like I've been doing things and I'm just still in the gym, but I just still notice a difference with my energy. My sleep is better and all of that.
Yes.
And so making sure that I'm not just trying to lose weight on a scale, because I want to lose fat and not muscle, especially as we get older. And then when we mess up our metabolic rate, metabolic, y'all, that is like crucial, as you get older. Like when you're just losing muscle mass, that's what we're doing. Yeah. We're putting that, in danger of messing up and then wondering why we can't get the weight out. So my goal now is to focus more so on getting the nutrients in, getting the protein that I need to get in each meal, including protein, and then mindful of that, and staying away from the French fries and the potato chips when I'm hungry as much as possible,
And then don't let it be sweet potato chips. You like, but sweet potato chips.
Honey, I love me some sweet potatoes. Like,
Sweet potatoes in general are really great for muscle building, though. And it's good, vitamins and everything. It's great. But they still have a lot of carbs. Like, if you are at a point where you're counting your macronutrients, then, you might have to switch it up a bit. Maybe eat some low-carb greens in order to get that full, big potato, because they're so delicious. You feel like it's like candy by the time you get to have sweet potatoes in your diet as a healthy food.
Yes, and just being like allowing yourself some grace, like and if I need a coach, I said I'm gonna give myself at least 2 to 3 months and see how I'm doing.
Okay.
Like, not just basically just the scale, but physique wise. Instead of and then if I need to just get a coach.
Aesthetics are important too, because sometimes, like, I was able to lose around like 24 pounds on my own. I had gotten up to 206 during COVID and pregnancy. And
wow, what are you now? You look amazing. Like her stomach look like she didn't had a tummy tuck.
Last time I was 143. Last time I checked last week, I was 143.
Wow.
But I didn't start back going to the gym consistently until October of last year.
But you just mentally effort.
Yeah. I had started like mentally planning at first, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going, and I haven't missed a week.
Yes. That's what I was saying too. Like, I'm knowing it's about to it's August. So before you know it, it's gonna be cold outside. Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna have the excuse, it's too cold to go work out if you don't start now mentally preparing yourself for the winter season. So y'all watching. Start going to the gym now. Start getting the habit now. That way, when it's cold, you get your hoodie and go.
Yes, raining too.
Yes.
Have a poncho or rain jacket ready in your coat closet already. I have them all there because I'm not making an excuse for myself. I'm just
and that's another thing. I'm like, okay, instead of just thinking, oh, it's comfort time to watch a movie. Mm-hmm. If you ain't been to the gym that day, get your butt up and go to the gym and watch something at the gym while you work out. Yeah, I have to tell myself that, you know, like instead of going home and just getting a snack on the couch, no, get on up, go to the gym if it's open and do that.
Sometimes I turn on Netflix
at the gym.
Yes, if I'm doing cardio, I turn it on. Yes, why not? I've been wanting to watch that, and I'll never watch it at home. I'm so busy. I just watch it on the treadmill. Exactly.
Right, or get on the bike. Yeah, exactly. Some days when I don't feel like just working out, y'all. It ain't a lot of them because I do prefer like either the treadmill or lifting. Mm-hmm. But I get on the bike and be sweating like I didn't know a bike was so powerful. Yes. Because this is the day at least I came and did something, and I leave there feeling so great. So get on the bike. It's like you ain't doing nothing, but you are.
Something is better than that.
And then hit the sauna. So
there you go. That's it.
Yes. So as far as nutrition, you were speaking about the protein. So do you meal prep as well?
I do.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was doing some meal prep on my own, but I did hire a coach, and so I started working with her back in March because I knew I wanted to get myself to a goal of competing next spring in 2024.
Wow.
But here's the thing. I wasn't going to compete till next year, and my results really escalated by me sticking to my plan and doing the work and being consistent. But she was like, look, you ready now. Like, what are you waiting on? Go ahead while you have the momentum. And so I have a show in 10 weeks. I can't even believe, like, I was like,
Congrats!
Are you serious? Thank you. Yeah, I thought I was going to have to wait till, like, next
You
spring.
are ready. I mean, I'm telling you, like.
Oh, thank you. I just have we just tweaking little slow progress, just a few more things. And I feel like I should be ready. I really do. And I'm grateful for her because I
got this.
I know if I had to try to do it on my own, I would have, like, felt like I wasn't going to be ready and stressed out and all that cortisol and stuff that would have, like, kind of taken me off of where I needed to be. But I feel confident now that we'll meet the goals that I need to walk across the stage.
Well, congrats. If y'all watching this, drop a congrats. Like, you got this in the bag in the comments below.
It's my NPC comeback. I had done it in 2018, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do another show. I'm gonna try to do that vegan bodybuilding show." Mm-hmm. I never made it because I just never made it, and so I was like, "Well, I'm gonna compete in 2023."
They didn't choose you or something?
No, I just never even prepped. I just quit prepping after that first show, and I said, "No, you know what? I need to try this again. I'll do it in 2023. I'll see. Maybe I could talk my husband having a baby." And COVID happened, we had the baby. I was like, okay, 2024 now. I could definitely do it by 2024. So that's where I got that number from. But look at me. I'm already doing it in 2023, like I said. And I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you.
I didn't expect it at all. Like, I really had a lot of body fat. And my BMI, which I don't care too much about BMIs, but it was up there. It was up there.
Wow.
And I've just been working really, really diligently.
Girl, you going to have me in the gym like...
I tell you, you got to encourage yourself because you know what you're trying to do, and just keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind, what your goal is and what you can do each little step of the way to be consistent with that. If you know you're a person that if it's cold or if it's raining or something, you're not going to do it, set yourself up for success. Like I said, have your coats and jackets in the coat closet, able to get to them easy on your way out. So that way, if you open that door and you feel that breeze coming, oh, okay, whatever, I'm gonna just go and get it out of the closet right here, or I got my umbrella ready because that's not about to stop me.
Right. And then I was thinking too, another thing is to set the alarm early, 5:30. Let that be the first thing you waking up to do. Yeah. That way you ain't got time to sit there to get discouraged. Because when I was consistent and when I did see big results and I was putting on the muscle like I needed to, that's when I was going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Rain, sleet, snow, twice a day.
That's amazing.
That was then.
Yeah.
And I got to 2:30 something, and somehow I don't know what happened. But that's why I've been so consistent since I've been on the vegan journey. Like, I haven't reached my physique goals, but I have lost weight. I'm still consistent on it, and I'm still at least getting up going to the gym.
Yeah.
So that's a kudos.
Feeling great and being healthy is also an important part, because it's not just about how you look.
Right.
You have to really take care of yourself. And if you're doing the wrong things to try to look good, you can really, really, like she said, mess with your metabolism and stuff like that. And then you're talking a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game right there. You're talking about illness, and you don't want to have to go there. You don't have to repair that.
Right. And I think that's why I've been feeling good. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
We're going to get through it. Been feeling good. And so just making sure that I'm also making sure that I'm going to the next level, not just because I feel good, but pushing myself to go to the next level.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
You got it.
Thank you, lady. Thank you. So we always ask each guest about relationships and business and things like that.
Yeah.
And so now we're gonna get to like another topic, sort of, because I know you are married.
Yes.
And so you're married, right? Interracially. And so I just want to get your aspect of that spectrum inside the home and outside the home, dealing with the culture differences and things like that. How is that for you?
It's normal and it's funny at times. Right. My husband is he's like Irish American.
Oh wow.
He's actually working on getting his dual citizenship right now, which has been interesting. His brother got his, but so my husband is Irish American, everything. I would say culturally, the thing that was funny to me, if you've ever seen the movie Meet the Fockers, I thought that's who I met. Wow. So they're just really small and like a hilarious family.
Wow.
And so that was the only thing, just like the brazenness of the conversations. I was just like, oh, okay. Because, if growing up in a country black family with preachers, a lot of preachers,
like
and the
totally
aunts
different
and the mothers of the church is your cousin, and everybody your cousins out there. It was different, to go for somebody just like a little small group that's just like, hey, we living, and they love it. And I just got to say, that's been interesting. That's been interesting. And I'm not going to say that's necessarily a privileged thing, but it's just a thing where they just chose to live life and be happy. And I do enjoy seeing that side of their life. And I don't think
coming from where you came from.
Yeah, just such a very country, lifestyle versus just, oh yeah, this is what we do and we're going to do this and that. And I mean, I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with their race, though. It's just their personality. And I'm learning as far as the Irish culture more than anything. They just brazen, honey. They just say what they want to say, and they're funny. They're funny. But it's been great because I have a black daughter from my previous marriage, and
she get the experience too.
I look out for her though, because people want to like aunts and great aunts and stuff want to like, I want to take your daughter here and stuff. I'm like, okay, I kind of feel like, okay, I should let them, but I also give an interview. I don't want anybody to ever feel like, and like her to be like desensitized or anything about life and the reality of being a black woman. Mm-hmm. And I also don't want them to like take it lightly that she is a young black lady,
right. and maybe not intentionally, like, but forget, but not intentionally say or do something and not realize that.
Yeah, and I don't think it would ever be anything where she have to worry about them say anything about her. Just like I don't want anybody ever just like assume that things are always completely even on both sides, because I'm sorry, it's not. But I've had good experiences so far, and I just make sure that I ask her about stuff and don't just volunteer her to like go hang out with everybody or go to certain types of concerts and stuff like that, because she's a teen now. She's learning to drive and stuff, and I just want her to be happy and feel loved and safe everywhere she go. It's cool though.
Amazing.
I also had a kid who's biracial now. That was my last kid, too. And I went during Black History Month, got her a bunch of shirts with like Bantu knots and stuff, and she's very fair skinned. And some people might think that she's from like somewhere else, and she's very racially ambiguous looking. Like you have no idea what this child is. She just has this straight curly hair, and you don't know what she is, right? She's just my child. That's what I know. She's my child, and that's why I try to tell people, like, don't get caught up in colorism. Just teach kids to be who they are. And she rocks it. She rocks her Black History shirts with girls with Afro puffs and everything, because she's also Black. And I want her to understand that my husband appreciates that, and he's all for it too.
That's a blessing.
So it's important
because
to show
she's
both
knowing
sides.
both. She's like learning both cultures, you know, because both cultures is her. Within her,
that's
like,
who she is. That's her background.
To be able to accept both, and not, I'm this. No, I'm both. I cannot be both.
I can't do Afro puffs with her hair texture, but I tell you, she gonna wear the Afro puff shirt. Okay,
right? She gonna take advantage of her Afro puff some kind of way.
She has this little book actually called Happy Hair, and it just goes through different hairstyles. And at the end of each hairstyle, it says, "I love being me," and she loves that book. She calls it her happy book. And she's always bringing it.
And she's two?
She's two. She calls it her happy book. Wow. And she wants us to read to her about the different little hairstyles. Even though I can't do them all. But I need her to know and understand.
But she can get the pigtails though, can't she?
Oh, yeah, I can do pigtails.
Yeah. Maybe one day go buy the little Afro.
No.
I don't know how that'll look. It won't look right.
I don't know.
That
we'll see. You know, hair textures change over time. Right
and
now.
And then with her hair, so
thicken up. We'll see what happens. I just hope it stay. I hope it don't get unruly.
Yeah, like now it's good, right?
Right now it's okay.
Okay. Sounds good to me, girl.
Yeah.
So with all that you have going on, how do you balance family time and things like that to be able to include the babies and the hubby with everything that on Lawanda schedule, honey?
Planning and support and a family calendar, because that's one thing my sister taught me, is to have a synced calendar, because so much going on. We got to look on here, and sometimes we'll even like text each other, "Hey, is everything on the event calendar? Because I got this coming up and I want to double check." And that's how we do it, honestly.
That's good.
We have everything on there, and we get the notifications and everything. And we get email telling us, "Hey, this is what's happening this week." And that's honestly the only reason, and having a routine.
So what calendar do you all use?
Cozy, COZI. It's an app.
I need to download that app, because my children, I tell them, I'm like, here go the Calendly. These for the children. Book it on here so I can know.
Yeah.
So they don't do that, but we need the Cozy app.
Yeah, Cozy is good,
and it syncs everyone in the family. That's what we're gonna do.
And you all share the same login, and just each person have a different, like user, like so everybody name, and you get your own separate notification.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cozy with the K or C?
COZI. Cozy.
Okay. Y'all better get that Cozy.
I'm telling you.
And great. We ain't even sponsored Cozy.
It syncs the grocery list too.
Because we be using notes.
Oh no.
And I send it to them, and I'm like, okay, add whatever you want.
I do too still, but it has on there, and sometimes I use it. It's cool. You
wow.
Can see when people, just like on notes, you can see when people like.
We need that. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to wrap it up, you all. So now it's the manifestation part. So are you a manifester, and have you manifested anything in your life, and what was that?
So you mean as far as like a vision?
Like, have you spoke something and it came to pass and manifested into reality?
I don't know necessarily that I have. I just feel like sometimes I feel led to do things and I don't necessarily know why. It's just like how we talked about earlier, where everything that you're doing is just like, in line for your future. So in that instance, I would say that just kind of following those instincts, yeah. But just visionary wise or anything like that, I would say no. But I did say that my retirement career was going to be fitness. And I'm not retired.
That's like a manifestation.
But I'm glad at least that I had that in my mind so that I knew once things started to slow up and I was like, okay, so what can I do to shift and to really like start back, building my career? And that was, I knew it. Fitness.
And it suits you well.
Thank you. I want to help people. I really do. I want to help people like me who just need a push and consistency and know what to do. And so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's what but when I be saying manifestation too, because I want the audience to know, it is like the spirit, it's like the desires of your heart that you would say and then you believe for and they manifest in your life. Like the Lord manifests them. I want y'all to feel like I'm up here doing it out. But we do have that power within us to create, and manifest things in our lives because it's faith without works is dead. So you have to put in the work for it to show up too for you. Absolutely. So I love that.
Yeah.
And she put in the work for this to show up for her.
So. It's that thing though, putting in the work for me has been physical lately.
It's like literally physically putting in the work.
I was in there like rain, sleet, or snow, as long as the gym was open and it was not my rest day. Up. I literally in May, I had a photo shoot and my photographer had posted like advertising like that he does photography and posted some of my pictures and people was like, whoa, because they knew what I looked like before. They was like, whoa, oh my goodness, you've been working hard. And I get messages sometimes about people who are inspired by that. People that I now sometimes see at the gym. And I don't know if they have memberships or not, but I'm happy that just the little things that I did just in a passive way was able to encourage somebody because you just never know who's watching you or just what little things you're doing may be helpful to change somebody's life for the positive. Yeah, it does so much. The energy you get and the confidence you get looking and feeling better about yourself, it just translates in so many areas of your life. And so I'm grateful that that's happening for me and that it's just like trickling out to other people.
Exactly. And I love that you're saying that because some people get caught up in who's liking on social media and things like that, or you can't get caught up in it because it's somebody that may just don't want to like or may don't want you to know that they on social media. And it ain't nothing against you. It just may be the season that they're in, but you can be inspiring that person. So don't let it discourage you to stop encouraging others, along your journey because I'm inspired looking at her, but like I was telling Sebby's daughter, what's her name? Kelly Bowen yesterday. She really impacted me. She didn't know I was watching her, but I was able to let go of chicken for my journey because something that she said. So keep doing what you're doing, like keep putting in the work physically, mentally, and putting it out there for others to see and encourage them because you don't know who you're inspiring.
Yeah.
So you see how many people she inspired just passively, just showing her results. And it ain't boasting. Some people get caught up like it's boasting. No, it's the glory, hunty. The glory. You want God to be glorified in your life. And when you're physically looking well and good and, prospering, that's God's glory on Lawanda's life. Like, I see the glory of your efforts.
Thank you. I feel personally like this is me, like when I'm working towards something, I have a goal. But when God is working through me towards something, then he is like really working in a way that I can't see. Wow. And so as I'm doing the little work for myself and my goal, because that's what I'm trying to do, then he like puts a light in me to shine, even in the smallest moment. One little thing that I say, I don't even realize why I'm saying it, or I may joke around somebody, or hey, can I give you a hug? Like just creating just like a family of people that feel better about themselves or tell them, hey, smile. You know, you just don't know what people go through and what they need.
You want to be that light for somebody who may be in darkness.
You just never know.
Just don't know what people going through, and why not, you know, do something so simple, encouraging a smile. Tell someone to smile. That's all somebody may need, you know, and that one smile, just them, you know, embracing it can definitely change them, their entire state of being, just smiling. Like it's powerful.
Mindset, I would say mindset is one of the most important things to success, period. And I consider that me and my fitness goals and where I've got to right now is because of mindset. And you just never know, because with a lot of people out here in the world, they're like living in like behind these closed doors and the appearance of happiness, but they could be, you know, being mentally abused or something, and their mindset is shot. What is a mindset to them? Because they don't know how to get out of that. They're believing what they're being told every day by the same person who is their world, or same people who are their world. And you don't know what God may have you doing, why God may allow you to see somebody and give them hugs and say, hey, when you see them, and just encourage them. Or even on social media, I tell people all the time, you know, just because you're a mom or a dad doesn't mean that you can't be healthy for your kids. It helps everybody, and they see you doing it, and they're going to follow. And we just, you know, there's so much obesity in America. I know I'm saying a lot, but you just got to start somewhere. Like on social media, I'm always encouraging people about that, because don't have the mindset that you have to settle. You don't know what their reason is for settling, but abuse, I'm going to tell y'all, abuse is a big reason why a lot of people settle, because they're being told, no, you're too busy for that. You're just going to have a mom by it. You're just going to have a dad by it. You're not pretty, whatever it is. They've told themselves and convinced themselves that, or heard it enough, that they need to just hear some random person like write it out in a caption. So just for whatever reason, you know,
to get a shift,
I just put it out there, and you have really encouraging words. I'm just telling you, like, just keep encouraging people, even if they don't like whatever. Somebody is registering that. You don't know when it's gonna click for them, but it's gonna click, and then they're gonna get started on their journey. They're gonna feel better. They'll get more empowered, and whatever gonna be. But it's just important. Like every single thing we do, it's just all for a reason, I believe.
So true. It's not in vain. And that's what I was telling my daughter too, because she was saying about someone, mom was with someone who's abusing her. And the daughter was like, she keeps saying this, you know, behavior with her mom. And I was like, well, we're not gonna even we're just gonna pray for her mom. I said, because as a woman, I've been there myself, you know, standing something, and we don't know what that guy's telling her or what mentally she's telling herself to keep herself in something that's not good for her.
Yeah.
So only thing we can do is pray that she get the shift that she needs to lead this guy, you know, and without judgment. Because there's too many people trying to judge situations and probably been in the situations or can be in that situation and don't know what you will do unless you're in that situation. So that's why I spread love, spread joy, spread happiness. Life is too short to be spread anything other than that. And so you don't know who's watching. Like I was another thing, one more point. Either your life can be changed by that one person that's watching you, or you can change one person's life that is watching you.
There you go.
So I always be intentional about that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to the next part, y'all, and we're about to wrap it up. I know I said it, but we're gonna wrap it up. So this is the new thing I brought. You know, we don't know how long it's gonna last, but I call it like the genie in the bottle.
Okay.
And this is the segment part where you just say something that you don't mind sharing with us that like you will want to see come into fruition in your life within the next year.
I just say something I want to see coming to fruition.
Like, you know, it's a genie in the bottle. Like, make a wish, but
I
like
love
a manifestation.
That.
Like, you know.
Honestly, I have had it in my heart to do like a beginner guide for vegan food. Just like a little guide that's very simple enough.
Yeah.
There's so many out there, but just one that's like simple and funny. That's really on my heart within the next year to make sure that
with
AI,
you can get that done
quickly. I can publish a little book. So
yes. You got that. Yeah. Y'all heard it on the pink link. When y'all see that book out, she said it.
Yeah, I want to do a little guide for sure.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Thank you. I love the bottle.
It's pop up and create. We're just using it, y'all.
Okay.
Thank you, girl. But I love her aesthetics. Like, she does have taste.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what is that book that you would recommend to the audience today?
You know, that's a really good question. I could say a lot of books. And I'm going to be shameless here. I'm going to plug my own free ebook. Because we here and we talking about my journey in fitness. I did come out with a little ebook recently. It's called, well, you have to go to lawandahaney.com or Lawanda Haney Fit on Instagram to get to it. But it's called Shape Your Mind and Body, a journey into consistent health and fitness. And it just is a very quick read, a little ebook, and it goes through different phases and tips and tricks on how you can actually get how you can just like get your mind right. Your mindset is so important. Getting the discipline to do it is so important because you can be motivated one day and not another, but you still got to be disciplined. So it's just helping, like some of the things I said earlier about different things you could do to stay consistent in different aspects of that, whether it's nutrition or rest or whatever. So just a little.
Y'all go and check it out. LawandaHaney.com or Lawanda Haney Fit on IG.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that you're doing that book because y'all need to go get it because life be lifing. And so doing all the life that's lifing and already you having to be disciplined, she has a tool, and that's the ebook to help you, you know, stay consistent, to remind you why, and give you the tools that you need to succeed on your fitness journey.
Yeah.
With your mindset, because everything starts with mindset. Because, baby, I don't know nothing that doesn't. Like, when I think about it, like, I don't care what you're doing, it starts with how you think.
Yes, it does. And if it's all doom and gloom, then you're going to limit yourself. And you just sometimes have to fake it till you make it and just come on with it. As you grow, you'll go.
Go, girl. Okay. So, once again, shout your social medias out so they can...
Okay. So, I would say on IG at Lawanda, Lawanda, Haney, Haney, Fit. And I'm also on TikTok at Lawanda Haney 5. Those are my two main places that you would see me post fitness inspirations and just little thoughts and stuff that I got going on.
I was going to ask you, do you be dancing on TikTok?
I do not dance well, but my mindset is I'm about to be dancing like I'm on that movie Dance With Me. You remember that movie with Vanessa Williams?
I think I've seen it.
Like salsa dancing and stuff. Oh, one of these days I'm gonna take me some lessons, but I ain't there yet.
I know. You said TikTok. I'm like, hold on, now she gonna be over there cutting up, Gucci.
I know fitness. I could probably Zumba dance.
Right. We can do a 2-step.
I can do a 2-step now.
Well, I thank you for coming on the Pink Link. I mean, she's visiting from Maryland. Her husband out here for a business convention. Well, congrats on that.
Thank you.
And welcome to the A. I hope you all have enjoyed your stay thus far. Yeah. And so, as always, to you all, I thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And shameless plug, y'all. Well, this may be after October, but yeah, the Pink Link Fashion Show. And I will definitely be giving y'all the scoop once that is posted, or y'all will see that it happened probably, I don't know when it's going to go up. So I'm like, okay. You know, I have to just edit this part out. But once again, thank you for watching. You are great in the life you desire, you create. So get to create in your life like Lawanda is here. It's possible.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.